Welcome back to the Virtuous Woman Show, and I believe that our guest this evening is helping you to understand your menses and your menses cycle and what happens during, after, and all that time that you're going through your menses. So, Sister Jemima, before we went for the break, we talked about the PMS, the pre-menses cycle. Is it the symptoms that comes before our menses? And what are some of the signs or that comes after you've received your menses, and what are some of these things that women experience after receiving their menses?
Okay, after receiving their menses, remember we said that on the phases of ovulation, during menses there is another process that starts that is called follicular stage.
Okay.
So during now this follicular stage after menstruation, remember now the hormones are building up again.
Okay.
They want to prepare the uterus for a baby.
Okay.
The ovaries also are preparing and again to release a mature ovum. So during all these processes, you'll find that a woman will have the changes that you are saying, the PMS, but now remember that the hormones don't just drop, they drop gradually.
Okay.
So if you are experiencing things like bloating, remember that the bloating won't go abrupt.
Okay.
It will just be slowly gradual. Things like pain after menstruation, yes, the pain will go away, but as the times goes by, because these hormones again they have to peak again slowly, you will experience that the PMS symptoms that you are talking about, the bloating, the headache, all those things, the pain, now they will start going slowly. They will start diminishing slowly. The acne also, which is very common now, will start going.
Okay.
So it doesn't just go once. The menses that are off, the symptoms still continue slowly to disappear. So you just give yourself time. And then remember, towards ovulation or during ovulation, which is mid your cycle, there the hormones are at their peak. You find that now you become again excited, you feel good. It's like a feel-gooder period in your cycle, and here you find that a woman is very excited, very happy. They are at their peak. During that time, you can even, anything that you ask a woman, they give you, because they are overexcited.
Is that the estrogen?
Yeah, it's a combination of these hormones, but estrogen is high during this time.
Okay, and it's the one that makes the woman feel happy and excited, and a lot of energy.
Yeah,
because sometimes I've had and I've gone through the same way, but you find sometimes you are very active in the course of the month. Yeah. And you want to wash. If you can be given clothes, you will wash. All of a sudden, you feel like there's a revival that has come, and is it a new me? And you want to stay in that environment and in that mood and that atmosphere. All of a sudden, it drops again.
So and that's why you find that women, as we grow old, you find that now, so you know that normally when a woman grows older, now the ovaries have stopped producing now the ovum. A normal woman, when a girl is born, they have around 200,000 of primary follicles or premature ovums. So as times goes by, at puberty, they start now releasing through menstruation. And you find that each month around 20 are triggered. So only one mature, the rest they die. So when it comes now to menopause, remember that estrogen is there and it is triggered by the follicle stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone. So now menopause here comes in. Progesterone, the estrogen will no longer be stimulated because there are no ovums to work on.
You're right.
So the estrogen goes on diminishing. That's why you find again a woman, sex drive goes down, the woman becomes inactive.
I believe that's a topic we need to delve into about menopause, so that we can help women, because a lot of women don't understand. And I'm asking myself a lot of questions here, but let me keep them for next time when it comes to menopause. But why is it that so many women, or some women, sorry, not so many, they get this extra pain? That's not normal. They cannot go to work. They cannot. There's nothing they can do. Literally, they spend the day in bed with a lot of painkillers. Some of them even see doctors. What happens?
Okay, normally when you are having menstruation, remember there is contraction of the uterus to expel out now the blood, the endometrium, because we normally shed the endometrium together with the ovum that was not fertilized. And the uterus has to contract to expel those products. So during those contractions is what we call cramps. A person experiences
contractions
of the uterus, to expel all those products. But now there are other people who experience extreme pains. Others, they might be having other problems like endometriosis, whereby there is inflammation of the endometrium. So
what is that endometrium? Kwa ule mama mboga anatusikiza.
Okay, endometrium, it is that call it the inner layer of the uterus, where after the fertilization of the ovum, where the baby attaches, in a simple term, where the fertilized ovum will come and attach, and where the baby will grow.
So what happens? It becomes thick, inakuwa nono sana, ndio inaleta hiyo uchungu.
When an ovum has been fertilized, remember there are hormones that are preparing the endometrium for the attachment. So most of the blood vessels direct their blood supply to the endometrium. So it forms like a cushion whereby the ovum will come and attach. But again, if fertilization does not occur, it's supposed to shed. If it doesn't shed, again it continues on accumulating. That one also brings about pain.
During
menses. There are people who don't, for example, for the people you were saying, sometimes they don't get periods for even 2-3 months. So the endometrium grows thick, and once they want to receive now the menses, they experience very excruciating pains.
And is it advisable for somebody to see a doctor?
Yeah, when you experience such kind of a pain, you should visit a doctor. Again, if you have been having menses on a regular basis every month, and you miss menses first month, second month, when now it comes to the third month, you are supposed to see a doctor,
because there could be something.
There might be a problem.
Because I've had some friends saying, I've missed my periods for first month, second, and this is third, I've gone for pregnancy test, I'm not pregnant. So it's important for such a person to see a doctor.
For the doctor to evaluate what is really happening. At home, you cannot rule out what is my problem. You cannot rule out maybe it is family planning issues, because remember, there are people who use family planning and they don't, for example, those who use the combined oral contraceptives, they take the pill for 21 days and they rest for around 7 days. Others, they don't rest, they continue with the pills. So you'll find that they don't receive menses, and it's up to when they stop the pills, it's when they will receive the menses. So always consult a doctor for them to really rule out what is happening.
And there is this issue of getting an odor. Harufu mbaya, sometimes a woman can experience very bad odor during menses. What is the issue? Because there are women who don't know that there is bad odor during menses.
Okay, naturally, the way we were created, every woman has their smell, their normal vagina smell. But now when it comes to menses, we are supposed to look at the body hygiene. How many times do you take a shower? Especially during menses, we advise that you take shower twice in a day. Also, how frequent do you change your pads? We are supposed to change the pads after every 3 to 4 hours. For the tampons, we can change every 4 to 6 hours. But remember, whether the period is light or heavy, if it's light, don't let it stay for more than 4 hours. For the heavy cases, you know, they have to keep on changing. There are others who even change every 2 hours, every hour to avoid the leakage. So also check on that. Others, there is this thing women say they like doing, the dochin, kuosha.
Kuosha kabisa.
Kabisa. You know, naturally the way we were created, the vagina cleanses itself. So you find that when you do the dochin, you are really interfering with the normal bacteria that is in the vagina to control the normal pH of the vagina. So when you interfere with the bacteria, the lactobacilli bacteria, when you remove it through dochin,
and it's a good bacteria.
It's a good bacteria. So there will be nothing to fight for yeast infections in your vagina. So you find that a woman now gets infections, yeast infections, examples, the bacterial vaginosis. And when you have like things like bacterial vaginosis together with the menses, you'll feel a smell like a fish smell, dead fish smell. So it's not that they have the bad smell, it's all about what is happening in their vaginas. So they are supposed also to seek for medical help to rule out the infections. Yeah.
And there is this issue of some women have said I've gotten infections during my menses. Anytime I get menses, I get an infection. Is it because of the kind of pads that they use, or what could that be?
Okay, we have different types of pads. There are those pads which are scented, others are not. Especially for those who use the scented pads, you find that they cause irritation into your vagina.
Because of the perfume.
Yes, because of the perfume. Even for the tampons, when you use the scented tampons, yes, people might experience the irritation. Others, for a person to decide this is the kind of pad I'm supposed to use, you have to experiment many so that you can be comfortable with the one that won't cause irritation. Yeah, depending on a person. I cannot tell you go and buy this brand because to me the brand is good. No, you have to experiment. If you have realized that this one is causing irritation, try and use another one. And you have consistently used it. You have changed it after every 3 to 4 hours. You have maintained hygiene. Then now you can determine which brand to use.
Wow, wonderful. We are a step ahead, or some of us are 7 steps ahead. I know why you've taken your portion, you've taken your lot, you've taken something home that maybe you never knew, but now you know. May God richly bless you. And may the Lord do you good. If you have a question that you need to ask our sister Jemima, how can they reach you if somebody has a question and they need to be attended to?
Okay, they can reach me through my phone number 0721 66 26 21. Yeah.
Wonderful. If you need help, don't hesitate to see our sister Jemima. She will direct you. She will give you more insight on this. Or you can visit your gyna or your health facility for you to be directed more. May God bless you. May God do you good. And may the Lord keep you in perfect peace. Until we meet again next time for another exciting episode of The Virtuous Woman, we want to end by telling you you're a virtuous woman, you're a powerful woman, keep pushing forward. From Jemima and I, we say bye. God bless you.